So I just came back from the training, had some tough rolls with my students, and now I'm hungry. So I'm gonna get my post-workout drink, which is just gonna be juice with dextrose, so to get some extra carbohydrates in to boost the recovery. I'll take a scoop of creatine with that. And then it's time for my my lunch, which is my favorite meal of the day, the Monster Mash. So I'll show you guys now. I already prepped the Monster Mash. So it's right here in the fridge, in the freezer actually. It's mincemeat, paprika or bell peppers, spinach and rice, and then just plenty of salt. So I'm gonna throw that in the microwave, and then I'll make my my post-workout recovery drink. So here's the two things you need for this post-workout drink: dextrose and any kind of orange juice. I like this one. It's a little bit more sour, a little bit more bitter, but it's really tasty. And then you just mix them together, and you have a pretty sweet tasting drink to get you recovered and ready for the next training. If you're not training twice a day, you don't really need to focus too much on post and pre-workout recovery. But if you're pushing yourself a lot like me, you're always training twice a day, it's really important you refuel well after your first workout of the day, so you can go fully recovered into the second workout for as far as that is possible. So I've got like a little bit more than half a scoop of the dextrose. Throw it in, and then just stir. And it makes it a lot sweeter, so it's actually even more tasty than. It sounds weird to throw extra sugar into orange juice, but it's pretty good. It's good for recovery. The secret move to take creatine is you take a scoop, get it ready, you take a sip, and you flush it away, because this way you don't lose any of the creatine in the drink. It always leaves like a layer on bottom, but this way you take it all in and you just drink some water and you don't even taste it. Instead of water, you drink some hyper-power super post-workout drink that I just made actually. So you might think it's pretty boring to just eat rice with veggies and mincemeat, but the secret to the taste is both the salt that I already discussed, and you have to make some stock as well. So I'm boiling some water right now, and I'll throw some chicken stock powder into it, and it gives it a really nice taste and makes it like even easier to eat. So just throw in a spoonful of stock, in this case garden herbs, into my cup of boiled water, and the Monster Mash just came out of the microwave, so it's all cooked. I'll throw in the stock, and then I think I already have salt. Yeah, I already have salt on the table. So I like to salt to taste, so I'll just taste how it is this day, especially with the stock, and I'll add some extra salt if I need to. Really important when you're going to eat is a spoon. I forgot about that. There we go. A little bit more salt. Yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys, I always make my meals for the whole week. So when I come back from training, I just throw in a package. I usually make for 5 days. So I have 2 in the fridge. No, I ate 1 on the same day. I put 2 in the fridge and 2 in the freezer. So I just throw it in after training, and then I'll have my lunch. It's really easy, really cheap food, but it's also really tasty and really healthy. One of my many problems, especially when I'm cutting weight, is that I need a dessert after dinner. So now that I'm bulking up, going a division higher, it's not so bad. So I just got some Greek yogurt with some strawberry flavor juice in it. So it's healthy, but I can't live without dessert. Every time I eat, I need something sweet after, even when I'm cutting weight. Okay, so now I'll show you guys how do I prepare my Monster Mash. So I make this for making this for 5 days now, and I just put it in bags, and I use it all through the week. So part 1, you got the rice cooking. I use 100 grams of dry white rice per meal, and then I just top it up with warm water, and I use like this part of my finger, just like the first knuckle, to measure the water. So I put water in until it's this part of the finger above the rice, and then I'll just let it cook until it's done. And then I went to prepare the vegetables, so I Usually use frozen vegetables, but this time I used some pastinac. It's a root vegetable. It's pretty tasty. I used fresh one of that, so I already cut that up. And then I used half of a bag of frozen peas. And I got the meat right here, ready to get cooked. I just throw it in a pan with some salt, some olive oil, some pepper, some other herbs you might like. And then we're gonna throw it all together. So now it's just waiting for the rice a little bit, and then we get cooking. So when you're cooking minced meat, you don't need any oil, especially this one. It's not the lean one. I just throw it in the pan, slowly build up the heat, and then it's gonna cook just fine. So no need for extra fats. It will be just fine just throwing in the meat, and soon the fat will start getting loose, and then it will cook in its own fat. So it's gonna be really good. Also for flavor, just use plenty of salt. That will give it a pretty good taste. You can see the meat is nice and cooked. The veggies are also perfectly cooked. The containers are just waiting to be filled. And as always, oh wait, it's done. Perfect timing. So if you get a rice cooker, just know you can't go back. It's too easy. When I went to Brazil, this time the first thing I bought was a rice cooker, because it's so easy. You just let it go. You don't need to think about it. You could just focus on the meat and the veggies. So definitely recommend it. And now we're gonna fill up the containers, put them in the fridge, in the freezer, and of course make one plate for right now, so I can have some dinner as well. Okay, now we're all set. There's 2 things left. Wash the dishes and eat. Let's get to it.